Welcome back, YouTube. So it's weird in the Meineke land, in the Meineke world, and it could just be me, that it's a moving target constantly. So we see customers, and I'll give you a scale. We have customers who come in, don't ask for a price, drop the keys off and go, and then they're shocked when we call them within 15-20 minutes of checking their car out and saying, hey, here's what's wrong with your car. We just wanted you to know that this is how long it's going to take. And they're like, hey, you didn't get started on it yet? I just want it fixed. You know, they just want their car fixed. They weren't worried about price. But we do the same procedure for everything. So that's one scale of the customer that I don't normally see in my shop. So I see some of that, and it's a very small percentage of, hey, I don't care what it costs, I just want my car fixed. And then we move to the next scale of, you know, I can get some work done today, but I have to come back and get the other things done in the future, if they even return. But you know, everybody, they still need to know that what's going on and what it costs, and we give everybody the same services. Everybody knows what we're doing to their car, how much it costs before we even start working on it. Other than if they already approve the diagnostic, which means we're technically working on it, but we're not working on it. And then we have the other scale of our customers where they come in and they have one customer request as why they're here, and the whole car's a basket case. The door handles are busted off, every warning light's on, the suspension's trashed, the brakes are trashed, and they're here just for an oil change or an exhaust repair or something like that. But then what we hear is, well, if it's too much money, I don't want to get it fixed. It wouldn't be too much money if you didn't let every aspect of your car fall apart at your feet, and then when you wind up showing up in a shop like myself, we're going to tell you that all these problems are with your car to make you aware of it. And we do that for many reasons. Is one, for your safety, okay, and you know, keeping you from breaking down on the side of the road too. Think about that. For your safety, one, for other people's safety too, that you're driving around with your car falling apart at your feet. And three, it protects us, because if we touch your car and then you leave and then you say, oh well, my windshield wasn't broke, or my radio stopped working, or my bumper wasn't falling off. There's a lot of reasons why that we note everything that's wrong with your car, because there's people out there who point the fingers at you who necessarily may not know that their windshield's broke, or their radio stopped working, or their windshield fell off the track as soon as we put the window down because they had someone put it up and never said anything to us. So we really see three customers. I don't see too many of the top tier customers where it's just say, hey, just fix it, man, I just want it done. I want 4 new tires, I don't just want one. If the front brakes are bad and the back runs are still okay, I want new brakes just so they have peace of mind. They're on the road. And those customers usually have disposable income and are accustomed to having cars that have let them down, and they don't want to be let down. You know, that used to be in the old days, people would come in and get a new battery. They would just ask for it. Or they would come in and say, I need my antifreeze changed, or my transmission fluid changed. But years ago, I think the consumer was more educated on how to maintain those cars, and then the industry started changing all that shit and screwing with people's minds and saying, oh well, you know, it's 5 year in its lifetime, and it's, you know, sealed this and that and the other thing. Your car still needs repairs and maintenance. You still need to get into the shop. You need someone who's qualified and knows how to check your car out and tell you and report to you what the problems are and communicate that to you. So, but when people say if it's too much, I understand that they may not have the money, right? But if you're going to continue to drive a death weapon, right, because this is what they could be, put yourself in jeopardy and other people in jeopardy because you're neglecting the vehicle, then it's not that case. You know, just like your home. If your shutters are falling off and you do nothing about it, and your roof tiles are starting to come off and you do nothing about it, guess what happens? Now your house is a complete wreck. You could have saved it if you put shutters on it and had someone come out and fix the roof tiles or the shingles there's guys out there who will come out there and patch in your roof for you today. They have that talent. And it's affordable, versus a whole new roof. And if you have homeowner's insurance on your house, then you could call that in too. And sometimes it doesn't take a whole lot of money to keep your car in tip-top shape. As we progress into 2024 and 2025 and Biden economics, that everything is ridiculously expensive, including auto insurance, homeowners insurance, real estate's ridiculous. My insurance at the shop has just went up. My healthcare keeps going up. Cost of labor keeps going up. Cost of materials keep going up. And then we're lacking in talent in our industry. Then we have to pay more for less, and sometimes more for more. But the point is, your car, and the same thing with, we're going to say the same thing with the rest of your car. If your door handle's broke, fix it, because when something else breaks, then that just adds to the list. If your headlight's out, that light's out, another light's going to go out, and then you're going to have multiple lights out. And then when you come into the shop, it's like $400 to fix your lights. And if you just would have fixed one when it went out, it wouldn't be so bad when you showed off. So it's usually multiple reasons on why people aren't fixing their cars. And probably biggest one in my head would be they don't care, right? There's people who don't care and have money, and there's people who don't care and have no money. So I really don't have the answer there, but for us, when someone says to me it's not worth fixing, when I look at what it costs to buy a used car today, you're talking $5,000 for a car that needs tons of work today. That 20 years ago is your $500 car that needed some work because it had less systems to fail. Now you have newer vehicles that have way more systems to fail. Like, I don't know what some of these people are going to do when they buy a pre-owned car with lane departure and front cameras and windshield cameras and obstacle avoidance. These cars are going to be the next cars in the used car lots for 10 grand. And a side mirror today with programming on all that stuff on a new car can run you $3,000-$4,000 for one mirror. So add that to your vehicle, right? So you buy a car and it's paid off, and then you have liability on it, and then you jack up this car. Oh my God. But yeah, it's lack of education too for some people, I'm sure. Like, I don't know. So when people come in here, I don't care who they are, if they were here 3 months ago, a week ago, I look the car over. I may have missed something. I may not have missed something, but customers need to be informed, No different than when you take your children to daycare and, you brought them there without a rash, and then by lunchtime they got a rash. You want to know about it, right? So, and if daycare provider or, somebody should tell you about that. Well, I'm that guy. I'm your daycare provider. I'm running the daycare here if you think about it. But yeah, so we have the top tier customers who don't care, just want it fixed. Not really concerned about price. It's time for them. And then we have the next, fix what they're there for and maybe some other stuff. We don't really have too many customers that come in and ask for 30, 60, 90K services at all here in Meineke, Cinnaminson. Customer asking to maintain their car or keep up on their maintenance. We have some fleet vehicles that, because they're here regularly, we stay that close to them, but that's not something we push on customers when they're here because their cars are in such need of repair. We focus on the safety issues before we start to focus on fluid flushes and filters and things of that nature. That's it. Just some thoughts going through my head today. What else? I want to talk about when you buy a new car, right? You got to have full coverage insurance in most cases, right? And then you got to buy an extended warranty on top of your warranty. Then you got to buy a wheel and tire warranty on top of that. Just choking you out. The industry is choking you out. And there's not enough coverage on the factory warranty, which is 3 years, 36,000. There's other people out here saying 8 years and 80,000. I had somebody from a Philadelphia shop call me and say, I had to guarantee a catalytic converter over 8 years or 80,000 miles. dude, I don't know what planet you are, but call Mall Chevy in Delran and ask them what an OEM converter from the parts department warranty is. 12 months, 12,000 miles. They don't care if it was $100 or $8,000. 12 months, 12,000 miles. There is some aftermarket warranties that are written for 2 years, 24,000 miles. That's 2 years on the internal substrate. 2 years, 24,000 miles on the internal substrate. 5 year 50 on the exterior, meaning the shield or the body of the converter. And I will adhere to some of those warranties if I say the car is running properly. But now that if has moved into the bad zone, meaning every car that you see today is burning so much oil, how could you guarantee a catalytic converter? And then if you have a customer who was here 3 years ago and you've never seen them since, how do you know that they're maintaining their car? And then you check the air filter, it's completely disgusting. You pull the spark plug out, hasn't been changed. The coil boots are full of oil. So these are some of the reasons why I don't extend a warranty to a customer unless it's my regular customer I see all the time and I know the history of that car and it's been maintained. But these people who go to the regular mechanic who never fix nothing and the mechanic doesn't advise them how to fix anything right, and then they say, oh, well, we had that done at Meineke and it's under warranty for say whatever their number they give them, because they can give any warranty they want. And then you look at the car and like the spark plug wires are bubble gum from oil leaking on it. The air filter's dirty. Fuel filter's completely rusty if you can even see it. So throttle body's never been done. Like all these things move into that. But the point with this is you have to buy a warranty, right? On top of the new car warranty, 3 year 36, extended warranty, usually up to 150,000 miles on certain things. And then a wheel and tire warranty after, so 3 warranties on your brand new car, right? On top of them charging you fees for all the other shit. So it's ridiculous anymore. Same thing with me. I used to buy $300 dishwashers and refrigerators, and I have a refrigerator that's lasts forever. That from 30 years ago almost. And those $300 dishwashers would last 2 years. I had to spend $1,000 for a decent dishwasher, and then still buy an extended warranty on it to cover what the other warranty doesn't cover. So yeah, it's crazy. Thanks for watching.